After Jenny will be Peter, White Goodman, Laura Hobbs, Gary, Thomas H.
It's very difficult to be here with the considerable disrespect that happens over and over again in this room. And I definitely have to laugh at these pre-planned speeches of Mr. Jones's and his fight for freedom after repeated civil rights violations. Oh, you don't think that protected speech is sitting quietly? Because it is. It actually has several statutes that state that sitting quietly and not bothering anyone is protected speech in a county meeting. You know what else is protected speech? Or outside of that, the fact that your lawyer did not allow for my lawyer to come and speak to me, but I was interviewed by 5 sheriffs and your lawyer with no representation. So you want to explain to me how you love the Constitution? Because those are constitutional violations. The First Amendment, the 4th Amendment, the 14th. How many amendments are you going to violate? And I don't care that you laugh and you're smug, because I will take you down. I will take you down. And I will do it with the most kindness and love and respect possible. And you know why that is? Because you are reprehensible. You are a reprehensible human being. Do you know how many people hate you? Do you know how many people I've talked to who are glad you are out? And the next time I sit down, it will not be for an apology. It will be for you to leave. I am finished with you in this chaos. I don't blame Kevin. I don't blame Kellstrom. I don't blame anybody but you. I have watched you do this for 4 years. You were outside of those doors with megaphones. And I heard you on January 5th and 6th explain that you were purposefully disrupting meetings. And I hate to tell you, that's a Code 305 violation. And megaphones are a violation while sitting quietly is not. And your lack of respect for me to carry me out is actually illegal. You could have easily opened the doors. You chose not to, and you chose to prove that it's about power to you. Really? Who called the sheriff? Who called the sheriff?
Why do we have the audience speaking out here?
Why are you speaking?
I'm trying to get the chair to act.
Let her finish.
So when you talk, it's okay. When she does, it's not?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, there's like 20 people here. Let's just be cordial, let people speak. Jenny, thank you.
I stand before you today as a private citizen, compelled to address the confusion and frustration stemming from the recent press releases issued over the past weeks. As a member of the public and for the media, it has been perplexing to receive 3 separate notices, 2 of which nearly identical save for a word change from the word required to requested. This slight modification implied an optional choice for the media personnel to remain in a designated media room. And this decision, I believe, was made in haste. The most troubling aspect, however, was Kevin Krai's subsequent statement blaming the confusion on public misreporting, throwing CEO Rickard under the bus, throwing the sheriff under the bus, doing everything but taking accountability for himself. The public did not misreport. The directive was clear. Media members were to be treated as ordinary citizens, and in the event of a disruption, they would be removed from the room, possibly the atrium, only to be allowed into the media room as a courtesy, thereby distancing them from the information they are there to report. This is not merely an inconvenience. It may constitute a violation of civil rights and the First Amendment, as suggested by the First Amendment Coalition. The ACLU has also shown interest in these events, highlighting potential breaches of fundamental rights. Now consider this. Patrick Jones has often emphasized the paramount importance of the First Amendment, yet he allowed an individual to use a racial slur in this room, defending their right for free speech. However, my wife's right to sit silently in protest, a form of expression protected by ample precedent, was not upheld. This is enshrined in our Constitution, yet it was disregarded. Such inconsistency is troubling and demands accountability. Patrick Jones, you owe this community an apology for your actions. Your defeat in this recent election by a significant margin speaks volume about your standing with the constituents of Shasta County. Yet, in remaining in your time in office, you continue to make decisions that impact us all. Furthermore, I did not previously voice my concerns about the Elections Commission because I was aimed at bringing a reasonable perspective to it. However, the community's growing unease cannot be ignored. The commission as it stands lacks members with balanced sensibilities. This is alarming, especially considering our upcoming elections. Our current watchdogs includes individuals like Patty Plum, who promotes election denialism and conspiracy theories. Her actions, including wearing a pure blood t-shirt, an echo of Nazi ideology, are deeply disturbing. Such rhetoric and behavior have no place in our community, and we must ensure that our election commission is comprised of individuals who prioritize integrity and impartiality over partisanship and extremism.